Well, here we have another one of my rubbish trees, although it's not rubbish really, it's a lovely little tree. It was grafted, you can see the graft union here, and some reasonable roots, but it qualified. The top of the tree originally grew out of here, and it was air layered, and I made it into another bonsai some time ago. But this was made by a friend of mine in Guernsey, and it was just not much thicker than that when he gave it to me originally. So it's just grown. I've not really bothered too much about it, but what it does have is a lovely red single-petaled flower, as opposed to the double flowers of the whole. Yeah, as the Paul Scarlet hawthorns. So we've wired it all, or my good friend Malcolm Darbin has done it very kindly for me, save a lot of time. I hope I'll be able to bend these bigger branches. Well, we'll try. So we always talk about a so-safe front, and traditionally it's always, oh, by the way, this thing down here is a self-seeded, I think it was a hazel. And I've just cut it back and cut it back and cut it back. I'm just wondering whether I could possibly make a little marmee out of that when we repot the tree eventually. But meanwhile, because the tree leans this way, traditionally, it's always suggested that the front of the tree, or the should always lean, the crown of the tree should always lean towards the front. So, right. Again, because this tree has its branches in the upper part of the trunk, I can't pursue the normal sort of structure. So I'm just going to arrange the branches in such a way that they will show the flowers and fruit off to advantage in time as it develops. So it's not going to be traditional. Where do we start? With right, okay. With flowering varieties, I always like to try to arrange them so that they show the flowers off to advantage. Okay, so let's start here. I'm going to see if I can bend this. And what I'm striving for is the sort of weeping willow structure look about it. And that means having the branches coming straight down. You don't have any of these zigzaggy things because that's not how it works. So let's try this one now. Whoops. You've got to just respect gravity. Straight down. Down. This is going to be a tricky one. First of all, I'll take it up a bit, because in the first instance, branches usually try to grow up, and now I'll try and take it down. I've got some gloves somewhere. I don't know where I put them, but I'm going to have to get my gloves. So bear with just a minute. Here we go. Again, this thing's got a few thorns on it, so I don't want to get pricked. Scratched, okay? As my doctor would say, as she sticks a needle in me, you'll feel a little scratch. This is going to be too long. So, oh dear, Malcolm, I'm so sorry. I'm going to have to take it off somewhere. So I will take it off. Look the other way, look the other way. There we go. And now. Straighten these. But I mean, it really is. Loads of flower buds all over it. May have to tie some of these in with a tourniquet, but I'll do yeah, I think I'm going to have to do that. Take. Oh, wow. Right, that's nice. This little chappy around here. We'll just bring him around there. Bring him around there. Look at those lovely little buds. Try to straighten him out. Now these ones that are higher reach, I'll take them up first and then down. This one's already going up, so I'll take him down now. Straighten it. There you go. There's another one here. I'll take it down. Up a bit. And then down. I've got a feeling this one might snap. Ah. Yeah, I feel it cracking up there. Well, that's enough of that then. I'll take this off. Yeah. Up a bit. And then down. Ah. This one likewise. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to probably get some cable ties and just tie these in after I've done this preliminary wiring. Right, take that one up and down. Now this one here, okay, let's go up. This is almost certainly break, I think. I'm trying to bend it so severely. Hang on, it's too much. Unfortunately, I've got arthritis. That doesn't help. Ooh. It's tough, this wood. No, it's horrible. Well, we'll strap that one in, but I can't have it right down here because it's snagging up with these guys, which are nice little branches. We'll tie that one in a moment. Now this one here, I'm actually going to take this one up first, right up there somewhere, and then around here, little bit brutalistic. Now that's going to be my crown up there. These ones are going to be tied in a bit more. That's going to be my crown, so let's push them back. Yeah, I'll tie that in a minute. Probably cut him off there. I don't know if I've got the strength to do that. Cut him off here. Yeah, they'll be tied in. This one will be tied in. So let's come round again to here. Take that one up a bit. And then down. Right. So you can see now what we have here is quite a fullness. So what I'm going to do is get some cable ties and do some tying. I will have a branch right down here, I think. Let's get rid of these. There's a nice little bit going down there. So we will cut this here. Right. Okay. I guess it's cable ties now. I shall start with the worst one first. That's this one here. And these ties are probably not going to be long enough, so I might have to double up on them. Not long enough. So I'll just put that through there. Snip that off and take this one round in through that little gap there. And then around. I'll put this through here and pull. This darn turntable is a nuisance. I can't stabilize it. Oh. Take this a wee bit more. Yeah, well, I tried to move some of these things because this is a pain in the butt. Okay, so we've done that one. We'll snip that to pull further. This one actually is doing the business okay. This one here needs tying in, so we'll put that in. I think we'll get away with just one this time. In through there, in there, push that in there. And I tend always to tie a little bit further. You see, it's a bit further, knowing full well that it will spring back. Tying in branches in this manner is never really as successful as wiring, but unless I put massively heavy wire on here, which at the moment I don't have, I can't get this wire to hold the branches in place. Now you see this chappy here sticking out? We'll try and tie this one in as well. I'm going to have to double up on this so I can see it's definitely not going to be long enough. Don't block the action. Is that going to do it? No. Yep. Right. Hold on, Malcolm. Push him down further. Further. Right, okay, lovely. What's happening? Oh, okay. Lovely jubbly. I'll cut that there. I leave a little bit in case I have to pull further. I have something to grip on. So, oh, that's the one that snapped. Where's my cut paste? I'll put a bit of that on. This is a bit sad, this little straight bit here, but not a lot I can do about that. Let's just get a bit of cut paste. I'm going to put that over the top of that and hope that it will heal in time. So,
what is cut paste?
Cut paste here, okay, is a Japanese product which facilitates the repairing of pruned branches. And for instance, here I've got a pruned branch just here. Okay, so I just put a little bit over there, and it helps it to callus over quicker. It also prevents diseases creeping in. So we've got another branch that I cut there. So I'll put a little bit there. Right, I'll leave it for that. So you can see what I'm getting at. If the front is around here, this will out of the way a bit more and down. Oh, that's got to be tied in. It is a problem. I can't reach. That one there, yep. It. Get it. Come on. Put it in, Malcolm. Missed, have I? I missed. Right. What? No, they're the same thing. Let's get a double. Let's get a double. No.
Double.
Yeah, I tell you what, if I go from here, in through there, oh, that's just fiddly. Well, I've gone in much further than I would like, but that doesn't matter. So, oh, this one's got to come down a bit, definitely. Come on. Okay, so that one has got to come through there, down through there. There you go. Yeah, that'll do for the time being. Right, so now looking at the tree, and maybe it would make sense to transfer it to my other turntable back there, where we can see it against a plain wall. You can see what I'm aiming at. Can you just try to visualize how this will look when it's covered in leaves? And of course, the species sprouts all over the place, so in time one can improve on the structure. There are some little buds up here, which I might be able to grow up and develop a crown up there somewhere from these little chaps, all in good time. Right, now let me just trim this last little thing off. And once again, I'm making the front here. You can see how it leans towards you and how, well, I'm going to ask you once again to use your imagination as to what it will look like when it's covered in flowers. I think I've probably knocked quite a few of the flower buds off with my rather brutalistic bending of the branches, but they were tough and they're thorny. And as I say, I've got the arthritis, which doesn't help. So we're going to call it a day on that one. What I would like to say, as always, is I would really appreciate it if you would like, share, and subscribe, especially the subscribe button. Okay? Thank you.